Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Washai, Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Washai, Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Howell, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim, just the Akim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shaman, this is going to be a to the point. Ezekiel 21 and 11. And the inspiration for the show comes from, I was on defense updates, and this is not new news, but they always go into the details of things. So I always tell brothers to subscribe to defense updates. They keep all the latest information about the new technologies that these nations are creating to destroy each other. And we like to get into the missiles. And Trump spoke about the super duper missile, which, if you've been following the lessons, like I said, I got a military guy that told me, look, we already have hypersonic missiles, and not only do we have hypersonic missiles, they're a lot faster than China and Russia. And then, of course, through the spirit, got revealed. Trump said it, 17 times faster than the fastest one they got right now. So, man, you try to fathom that. Ezekiel 21 and 11, and he have given it to be. Oh, let me start at 10. Sorry. Ezekiel 21 and 9. Pardon me. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. Now, a sword, when you look it up in the dictionary, it's an instrument of destruction. All right, a gun could be considered a sword, right? A flamethrower. The ultimate sword that we're talking about right now, the Lord is going to use to destroy this place, completely level it, is these hypersonic intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. Well, you got ballistic missiles, you have hypersonic missiles, you have. The thing with the hypersonic missile is this thing is unstoppable, literally unstoppable. You can shoot down a ballistic missile. It's not easy, but it's still possible to shoot down a ballistic missile because the path is predetermined. You shoot down a ballistic missile with another ballistic missile. It's like shooting a bullet with a bullet. It's not easy, but it's possible how they do it. Now, when we talk in hypersonic missiles, anything above Mach 6 that could change directions on entry, that's like shooting a bullet that could curve. It's literally impossible. Once that's detonated, there's no drawing it back. And there's no stopping it. And you can't evacuate, because one might say evacuation, but you don't got time. You got things traveling 17 times the speed of Mach 20. That's why the Lord said this place is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Quick riddance and good riddance. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. Let's look up that word furbished. All right, in Greek, marat. To bear, polish, make smooth. So you decking out the sword in the ancient times. You might sharpen it with a stone. Make it glitter, make it shine. How you do that now? In modern day terms, just adding all these new specifications and abilities to these missiles. Because when you had atomic bombs, you had airplanes that used to have to carry them. Then they got rid of that. Then they went nuclear, right? Then they went intercontinental. Then now they are hypersonic, laser guided, pretty much unstoppable from what they came. That's the modern day version of sharpening the sword and furbishing the sword, making it more glittery. All right. Because guess what? These things are going to look like stars when they're all coming down from heaven with it. Man, it's going to be insane. There's different ways to have these missiles go hypersonic. And the Lord is... That's how you know the Most High is behind it. Because the Most High said, look, there's not only one way you could go hypersonic. I'm going to give you 3 ways. So there's no point in trying to flee America itself and go to Egypt or go to go to the land of Israel, because when this destruction happens, whatever's meant to get hit is going to get hit, and the only way to get delivered is to be on them chariots, all right, what the world call UFOs. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. So these things, these missiles, they're not being created in vain. All right, they have a glory. Their glory is to destroy America. Not Black Lives Matters. That's not your job to take down America. No, it's the missiles' jobs to do this, man. They're likened unto angels. Joel 3, leaping walls, not getting tired and weary. They won't crash. None of that shit, man. There's not going to be no duds. Every single missile that is meant to hit America is sitting in a silo right now, waiting on their assignment. But what it says in Revelations, hurt not the earth, right? To the elect of the Heavenly Father be sealed. And we in them days. So the missiles are anxious. We're anxious. Yahweh Shai is anxious. We're just waiting on Yahweh, to do the thing. The Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Karkodash, of course, to do the thing, man. And he will. Pursuant to the book of Isaiah 55 and 11. It is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Knowing these things are to come. Should we be in a mirthful spirit? Should we be in a spirit of just let's go in the world and live our best life? You only live once. No. All right. Pursuant to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, that's the thoughts of the ungodly, man. Because we know that whatever you reap, whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. So what? We sowing the word of the Most High. Try to reap the kingdom, So being in the spirit of mirth and going into the world and partying bullshit and all that kind of shit, it's going to be done away with, man. The eyes should be single upon salvation, doing the things that to keep you away from the destruction of this place, man. And this extends not just to America, but all throughout the world, because America's going to get their shit off. So these other nations, because remember, America got some of the top missiles in the world, far beyond China and Russia. So them missiles gonna hit certain parts too, and create a soul destruction throughout the earth. This place is gonna look completely different. The planet Earth is gonna get just like how the flood changed everything. The missiles are gonna do the same, form new land masses, dry up certain waters. It's gonna be like a completely different Earth, different atmosphere you're breathing. The elements are gonna be burnt up. This is gonna be, but in doing so, it's a purifying process. That's what the Heavenly Father is doing, purifying the whole elements with heat. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So the missiles have a glory, man. And Lord willing, we have the elect, the apostles, the elders, the brothers, and we get to see them do what they're going to do, man. Because I'm sure that these missiles are ready to show off. All right? The Spirit of the Most High is going to be in that fire. Verse 11, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. Damn. So the Most High, you see, that's the Most High said, he that diggeth the pit shall fall in it. These nations are racing to create the faster, more prolific missile, not knowing this is going to be what? To their own destruction. Now, the elites know that they want to wipe the population down to 500 million. That's how come they're trying to stir up a World War III. You have the Rothschilds trying to, you have pictures of Evelyn trying to goat Britain into fighting against the Middle East and all that. You don't got to goat anybody. This Third World War is going to happen regardless of what you do. But the elites think that after the destruction, they're going to come out their bunkers and different space stations, as it says in the book of Amos, and rule the remaining population with all the wealth in their hands, the gold, everything, But that's not going to happen. The book of Psalms 39 and 6 says what? He heapeth up riches, but he don't know who's going to collect them. The scriptures also say, the wealth of those sinners stored up for the just. So you are in the Most High's trick bag. All right. So keep advancing your missiles. Keep going, because they will. Your Raytheons, your Lockheed Martins, your Boeings, Northrop Grumman, all this type of war companies. Most High's making you do what you do, making you dig that pit for that greater destruction. I hope brothers were edified. All right. I'm gonna give all praises. That was to the point. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekakodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. And salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim, just Dakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.